A mostly cloudy good morning to almost all of you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're actually seeing a little bit of sunshine in the central part of the lower peninsula, diminishing, though, as we've moved through the late morning hours. But up, 123, 127, I-75, kind of where they come together. And then south, those folks were experiencing some sunshine as we move through the morning hours. But as I said, things are deteriorating a little bit because the winds are picking up a little bit more, in case you didn't notice. 17 degrees at the airport, 21 here at Radio Center, 16 downtown Midland. Bay City is at 19 degrees. And the big factor is that northeast wind. It has been gusting up to 30 miles per hour over in Michigan's Thumb, and they are getting some snow over there. Probably by tomorrow morning, some folks in Huron County and also northern sections of Sanilac County could very easily get up to about 4, maybe 5 inches of snow. Now, how far to the west is it going to come? Well, right now, here at Radio Center, we're seeing snow shower, snow flurry activity, as one person here in the office said, snow globe weather out there right now for us. But as we go through the remainder of the day, this is going to continue. So there is a very good chance that we could get an inch or two accumulation by tomorrow morning before all of it is pretty much said and done. The big news is, of course, whatever the temperature was back right after sunrise this morning and even before that, that was our high temperature. We're dropping down now into the teens. And late tonight, with spotty snow showers around, mostly cloudy skies, and that northeast wind continuing about 15 miles per hour, we're going to drop down to about 8 for a low. The flurry activity will continue at least through the morning hours tomorrow morning. 18 degrees is our projected high. The winds still will be coming out of the northeast, about 12, 15 miles per hour, so not quite as strong. And then by tomorrow night, with clear skies, we'll drop down to right around 0. Some of you might be a little bit warmer, but that's going to be the exception, not the rule. Easterly breeze pretty much tomorrow night, then becoming a little bit more southeasterly as we go into the day on Sunday. And what that's going to do is increase our temperatures a little bit, clear us out. So Sunday looks like the pick as far as sunny goes, although we will see sunshine as the day goes on Saturday. But I think the best chance of an overall sunny day is going to be Sunday. And the temperature is going to warm up a little bit too. We should be about 24, 25 degrees with partly cloudy skies, but the clouds will be moving in late on Sunday night. Now, the reason why, and this is something we had been talking about for the past couple of days, if you remember, we were talking about a low pressure system that was up in the Dakotas. It was going to be dropping down into Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, in that particular area. And those folks were going to get nailed with some pretty heavy snow. That's exactly what's going on right now. 4 to 8 inches of snow is in the forecast for the central part of the continental United States, and strong gusty winds on top of that. What's going to happen is that low is going to move across northern Louisiana, northern Mississippi, Alabama. The track is now a lot more accurate than what it was a couple of days ago, but this is what we had anticipated. And it is going to be giving Tennessee some pretty heavy snows over the next couple of days or so. Then that thing is going to continue to move. It's going to continue to move to the northeast. And the New England states are really going to get nailed with a nor'easter. This is going to be a very potent system. So how is that playing on our weather here? Well, that's why when I said about increasing clouds on Sunday, or specifically on Sunday night, that low pressure system is going to be up in New England, and it's going to have a counterclockwise circulation of air and a very powerful low pressure system. So that's going to push clouds at us on Sunday night and early Monday morning. Snow? No. Right now, it doesn't appear as though the snow is going to get back to us, but it'll be a little bit breezy. And eventually, what's going to happen is during the day on Monday, it's going to warm our temperatures up. We should hit 30 degrees on Monday. Tuesday, especially late Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, system will be affecting our weather. We're going to keep our eye on it right now. It appears as though it's not going to be a major snow producer, but we are going to get snow out of it because our temperatures are not going to be that warm. 32, 33 degrees on Tuesday, and then we're going to drop right back down into the upper 20s on Wednesday, and then struggle to hit 20 degrees on Thursday. As you can tell, long-range outlook all the way through the 27th of the month is below average on the temperatures, and for the most part average when it comes to our moisture. So right now, that long-range forecast looks pretty good for the folks over in Frankenmuth for Snowfest. Snowfest kicks off on the 26th and goes through the following weekend. And we'll be out there broadcasting on Wednesday, the 26th. We'll have a lot more information for you on that as we approach that particular event. Record high in this state, 52, set back in 1932. The record low, 10 below zero, set in 2909. 1 year ago, 38 was our high, 24 was our low. We had no precipitation to report. And as far as snowfall is concerned, the record amount of snowfall on this date is 7.1 here at in the Great Lakes Bay region. And that was set back in 1968. And we want to say good morning and love you to granddaughter Sophia, who's listening to us right now down in Mobile, Alabama, where the temperature is a whole lot warmer than what it is here. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. In a moment, Gary Kaufman from Star of the West is going to be talking about the markets and the fallout of that report from last Wednesday, all of that coming up. But this, first of all, a reminder that our weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Thumb Bank, serving the needs of local farmers for well over 125 years. 2 locations in Bay City, also Cassidy, Caseville, Pigeon, and Bad Axe. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Gary Kaufman, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Terry. I'm doing well, thanks.
Well, we expected some fireworks possibly out of that report on Wednesday. And for the most part, the report didn't really do a lot. But we've had some pretty strong movement, unfortunately, to the negative side here over the past day or so. What's going on?
Well, yeah, the report on Wednesday there, Terry, was probably, on corn, it was probably, a little bit negative. They took production up slightly. They cut exports 75 million, which we kind of anticipated. Overall, I mean, the ending stocks, based on all the calculations, came in about 60 million bushel above the average trade guess. So it that was a little bit negative. And then the soybeans, probably we thought was a little friendly because they cut South America crop production more than anticipated. But then once the report was done and the numbers were out, they turned the weather again, Terry. And it sounds like South America is going to get some pretty timely, much needed rains down there. So weather has a big impact here in the last couple of days with the markets. We left here a week ago, Terry, last Friday, and up until the noon hour today here, We got wheat down about 17 for the week, corn down about 16. Of course, soybeans was the big roller coaster all week here. They're currently down 38 cents from last Friday's close. And, we review where we were last Friday. Soybeans were up 23. Monday, they were down 25. Tuesday, they're up 6. Wednesday they were actually up 13 after the report, and then yesterday we took it on the chin again, down 22. So, kind of just a roller coaster ride for sure. But right now, Cherry, I think moving forward, we're going to watch, weather for sure down there, and the progress of harvest activity, and then planting of that second Farina corn crop as well. And but overall, the numbers are behind us, and that's all we have now until the next USDA report out in February, and I think it might be the 10th of February. I'm not sure, but but other than that, we're just going to watch weekly export sales and reports, and watch weather. So at this point,
So on the board right now, what do you have, Gary?
well, actually, we got corn back on the positive right now, so we'll start with that. Corn's up 3 right now on the cash at 5.40. New crop is actually up a penny at 5.03. Cash wheat's clawing back here, only down a penny now at 7.10 on the white, 6.75 on the red. And then new crop is actually up a penny now at 7.38 on the white, 6.78 on the red. And soybeans cash down 4 at 13.08, and new crop, let's call it down 7 right now, Terry, at 12.32.
Monday, markets closed?
Monday, markets are closed, correct.
All right.
They'll start trading Monday night again, 8 o'clock our time. So
okay. Well, Gary, you have a nice long weekend. We'll talk to you sometime next week. All right.
All right. Sounds good, Terry. Appreciate it.
You bet. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me right now. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. If you're looking for a new Ram commercial truck or van, get it from a dealer that's been around since 1852. Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth knows trucks and vans, so you can buy with confidence from a dealer where family and service sells cars. They are the Great Lakes Bay Area's certified ag dealer, Schaefer and Beerline. And by Krizak's House Family Restaurant, 989-894-5531. That's your salvation if you have to provide the food for an event coming up. They know how to do it, and all you got to do is use that number, give them a call. They'll have the food ready for you. You can stop by, pick it up, and you're a hero at your event. Krizak's House, corner of Cass and Michigan on Bay City's south side. Doug Klein, what's shaking on Friday?
What a shame.
Oh.
Crude oil's up another buck. I heard that one of Biden's nominees to serve on the Fed wants to cut research, or not research, but funding for oil and gas research companies, looking for extra energy for us. So anyway, so he'd really like crude oil to go up a lot more,
Wow.
Yeah, good for you, right?
Yep.
And oh God, did you hear the report on Pelosi's son, Paul? Man,
no.
Do some research on that guy. He's bad as Hunter, and he doesn't even paint. Unbelievable.
Well, maybe he'll take lessons.
It was better when the mob was just in New York. At least you knew your enemies.
Oh my
anyway.
Lord. If it isn't one thing, it's another.
But on the bright side, corn's up 4 cents.
We'll take it.
Yep. March corn 5.91.5, up 4 cents. The December corn 5.58.5, up 3/4 of a penny. The March soybeans 13.73, down 4 1/4. The July soybeans 13.90 1/4, down 4 1/2. March wheat is 743.5, down 3 1/4. And December wheat is 748 3/4, down 1 3/4. Crude oil 82.64, up $1.02 a barrel. The heating oil is 261.5, that's up 3/4 of a penny. Gasoline is 241, that's up 2 cents. Natural gas is 3.99 1/4, that's down 1.5 cents. Canadian dollar, US dollar, get you $1.2541 at the border, that's up 21 ticks. The yen is at 113.90, that's down 27 ticks. The euro is at 114.12, that's down 41 ticks. The dollar's at 95.10, that's up 31 ticks. Gold's at 18.20, down $3.20. Silver's at 22.91, down 25 and a quarter cents. Platinum again, flat, is 971.90. Steady as she goes.
Steady as she goes. Have a nice weekend. We'll talk to you next Tuesday, all right?
Good. Yep.
Okay, Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. We'll be right back.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer. The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The Kubota B-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See Kim Weiss at Lingle Equipment, 3001 Sawyer Drive along I-75 at the M81 Carroll exit just south of the Zilwaukee Bridge, Saginaw. Call Kim today at 989-754-7801 or email at k.weiss@lingle1.com.
Well, finally, 2021 is over. Computer chips are plentiful and store shelves are full again. Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick Ambassador, and unfortunately, absolutely none of that is true. But for car and truck buyers, here is some good news. At the Cook GM Superstore, even though the lot is still pretty empty, we now have 178 Chevrolets and Buicks, including pickups, Blazers, and finally even Equinoxes, coming in over the next few weeks, some as early as this very week. And we invite you to call or stop out to reserve the vehicle of your choice. You'll find Silverado 4x4 crew cabs starting at $299 a month and Chevy Blazers as low as $245. Who knows? The Chevy of your dreams may be arriving at this very moment. Get out today. That's the Cook GM Superstore, M15, Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease. 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $28.44 on Blazer, $28.89 on Silverado due at signing. Call toll free or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Along with me, Stephanie Zelenko with Agro Liquid. Stephanie, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm great. Thank you.
A lot of conversation about the fertilizer, a lot of conversation about input costs for 2022. Let's talk about something that kind of interested me just a little bit. I was curious about phosphorus and how long it was going to take for somebody to talk about it. Let's chat about it a little bit.
All right. Well, phosphorus is one of those nutrients that is essential for any crop growth. And in Michigan, our soils have quite a bit of phosphorus in them, but we have high demanding crops like corn, sugar beet that all require, enough phosphorus to get that top yield. And so we need to make sure that we're addressing that with fertility programs. And, this fall was, kind of challenging for us. So we may not have gotten those dry applications out. So we need to make sure we're still addressing that phosphorus requirement come this spring.
You mentioned about the challenges this fall, and you take a look at some of the soils out there. Soils got abused pretty good when it came to harvest. And you're right. I don't think a lot of folks had the opportunity to do too much with it after they finished the harvest. So at this stage of the game, when can we start to apply? What's the window? What should we be looking at right now, Stephanie?
Well, our window has definitely changed. That dry fertilizer, we like to get out as much of it in the fall as we can so we can have time for that to break down and turn into forms that are available for the crop. If we can get out early in the spring, there's still some opportunity. That's always challenging here in Michigan just because we have so much moisture in the soil. It may be the opportunity to look at a liquid fertilizer application. There's a lot of different liquids on the market that we can look at, either broadcasting across before planting or shortly after planting, or even putting out through our planter in furrow or 2x2.
So at this stage of the game, hope for an early spring, maybe.
Yep, that's for sure.
All right. Stephanie, you take care. Have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you. You have a good day.
I will. Stephanie Zelenko with Agro Liquid.
Thumb Bank of Trust offers community farmers the welcome opportunity of working with people who understand the unique needs and challenges of farming. I'm Jared Fisher. ag specialist for Thumb Bank and Trust, and I'm also a proud farmer. All of our agricultural loan experts are working farmers, and that's just part of why Thumb Bank and Trust has been recognized as one of Michigan's premier agricultural lenders. It takes a farmer to understand the unique needs and challenges of another farmer, and it takes the lending capital available at Thumb Bank and Trust to grow a farm. Call us today or visit us at thumb.bank. We will meet you at one of our offices, in the field, or at the farm. At Thumb Bank and Trust, our relationships are built on trust. We're an old friend you can rely on. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. An equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
We were talking about the possibility of an early spring. Chuck Cervinsky with Maple Hill Nursery over in Midland. We can get started and we don't have to worry about warmer weather right now when it comes to getting our plants ready to go.
Definitely. Even though it might be cold out there today, the sun is shining and it's mid-January, and you can start your plants indoors on a windowsill if you've got one handy. A south-facing windowsill is best, but the next best would be one facing east or west. You can also use fluorescent lights to ensure that the plants get enough light. If you use the lights, you want to place them no more than about 6 inches above the plants to start, and then move them up as they grow. You can grow them in pie tins that are laying around. If you got an old flat from your flowers from last year, peat pots, pretty much anything. But what should you use for soil? And we've got the perfect solution for that here. We sell the Morgan composting line of products, and they have one that's been around for quite a few years. It's called Seed Starter 101, and it's a seed germination mix that's got a real soft, fine texture, and it makes it ideal for even the most delicate seeds. Definitely a good mix for the beginner. There's not much you have to do other than plant the seeds in and keep it watered. You don't have to fertilize for probably a month after you get done planting the seeds.
Good advice. Chuck, you take care. Have a nice weekend, okay?
You too, and stay warm.
Oh, I will. Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PC Ag Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability. Anything from the planting date to your speed, population, and variety to elevation, drainage, and in-season applications. We can help you make the most profitable decision on your farm. Call us today, 989-868-4444.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's in a few John Deere commercials this year, but she's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, accomplishing anything she sets out to do behind the wheel of her 1 Series tractor.
Anything, honestly.
Like turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven. And that means plowing snow, mowing her pasture, carving out a space for her 4-legged friends to run around. Out here, you can't fake a job well done. And no matter how long the to-do list gets, she's always ready. Her iMatch Quick Hitch, backhoe, Quick Park Loader, and Auto Connect Mower Deck make moving on to the next task as easy as... Renee runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Rochester Hills, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online.
We'll be back at 12:30, so stick around.